Medical Officer Tetrisisura had served aboard the Galactic Research Vessel Convergence for 12 cycles, treating crew members from 43 different species. She considered herself well-versed in xenobiology and emergency medicine. Nothing, however, had prepared her for humans. The first incident occurred during a routine geological survey on Kepler 442b. Engineering specialist Jake Morrison had volunteered to repair a malfunctioning atmosphere processor in the planet's sulfuric environment. The protective suit had failed, and he'd been exposed to corrosive gases that would have dissolved a Velthari in minutes. Tetrisisra rushed to the medical bay, expecting to perform last rites. Instead, she found Morrison sitting on the examination table, his exposed skin red and blistered, casually drinking what humans called coffee. "The good news is the processor's working," he said cheerfully, as if acid burns covering 30% of his body were a minor inconvenience. "Bad news is I'm going to need some of that healing gel stuff you guys use." Tetrisisura's 4 eyes blinked in sequence, a sign of extreme confusion in her species. "Specialist Morrison, you have sustained chemical burns that will be fatal to most sapient life forms. You should be in critical condition." "Yeah, it stings a bit," Morrison admitted, examining a particularly nasty burn on his forearm. "Got any of those little bandages? The colorful ones? I think they're fun." Within 3 days, Morrison's burns had healed to the point where other species would just be beginning cellular regeneration. He returned to duty, asking if they had any really dangerous planets he could explore next. The second incident involved communications officer Lisa Park during a diplomatic mission to the Zenth homeworld. The Zenth, crystalline beings who communicated through harmonic resonances, had accidentally emitted a frequency that shattered their own ceremonial structures and sent most of the delegation into catatonic shock. HFY Stories found Park bleeding from both ears, her neural patterns showing signs of severe acoustic trauma that should have left her permanently deaf and brain-damaged. "Could you speak up?" Park asked, tilting her head with a slightly dazed expression. "Everything sounds like I'm underwater. Also, do you have any of those little round bandages? The ones with cartoon characters? I think I bit my tongue." 2 weeks later, Park's hearing had not only fully recovered, but had actually improved beyond baseline human parameters. She could now detect Zenth harmonic frequencies that their own species considered ultrasonic. "Weird side effect," she mentioned to HFY Stories during a follow-up exam. "I can hear colors now. Also, I think I understand dolphin jokes, but that might be unrelated." The third incident broke Tetrisisura's understanding of biology entirely. Security Chief Marcus Torres had taken a direct hit from a Krillian plasma rifle during a pirate raid, a weapon designed to instantly vaporize organic matter. The blast had punched a hole through his abdomen that HFY Stories could see through. She prepared the neural interface for memory extraction, assuming she'd need to preserve his consciousness for transfer to a synthetic body. Instead, Torres walked into the medical bay holding his organs in place with one hand. "Hey, Doc," he said, remarkably calm for someone who was technically disemboweled. "This is probably going to need more than a Band-Aid." "Huh? Maybe some of that fancy surgical tape." Tetrisisura's medical scanner couldn't process what it was reading. Torres's wound was simultaneously fatal and healing. His cardiovascular system had rerouted around the damage. His neural pathways were forming new connections in real time. His cellular regeneration was operating at speeds that violated several laws of thermodynamics. "How are you not dead?" she whispered. Torres shrugged, wincing slightly. "Honestly, I'm not sure, but I figure if I'm still conscious enough to complain about it, it's probably not that serious. Humans are pretty hard to kill permanently." By the next cycle, Torres was back on duty. The plasma wound had healed into an impressive scar that he claimed gave him character. In her official medical report to the Galactic Health Council, HFY Stories wrote, "Humans appear to operate on a biological system that treats fatal injuries as temporary inconveniences. Their healing capabilities exceed all known parameters, and their pain tolerance borders on the supernatural. Most disturbing is their casual attitude toward trauma that would require months of psychological therapy in other species." Recommend immediate reclassification of humans from fragile carbon-based life forms to inexplicably durable, death-resistant entities. Also recommend stocking larger quantities of colorful adhesive bandages, as humans seem to find them emotionally comforting regardless of injury severity. She paused, then added, "Note, human medical philosophy appears to be if you're not dead, you're fine." This is both terrifying and oddly inspiring.